Hello everyone, my name is Alan. I'm a author, journalist, and full-time weirdo. I'm also a witch. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that I'm going to be doing these videos a little more regularly about my book Venezuelan Folklore, Spirits and Legends of the Dead, which is part of the Pagan Portals collection with Moon Books. This is my nonfiction debut. I'm really proud of it. It's been the product of 3 years of research about oral traditions, about legends, about mythology, folklore, customs in Venezuela. I was not expecting it to be so big, which is an embarrassing thing to say now, but that is the kind of mindset that many of us have at some point. Um, so, just wanted to let you know you're going to see me more often. It's going to be me talking about this little baby, and it's little. It's barely more than, yep, there you go, 85 pages. So I cannot promise that it's going to be fancy or smooth or professional, but it's going to be natural. So I hope that counts for something. So shall we start with the introduction? So when you think about Latin American folklore, what comes to mind? Mexican Dia de los Muertos? Maybe that horror movie about La Llorona? Stories about curanderismo? Maybe. And maybe you think that's it. I can't blame you. It was the same for me. I didn't see any kind of Venezuelan representation as I grew up. I never saw an arepa in the shows I liked, heard a gaita, or saw El Lago de Maracaibo in a movie. I didn't care either. I didn't feel like I belonged there, didn't identify with the culture, so I found a place among fantasy and horror novels, metal music, K-pop, anime, European folklore, some customs from my Syrian family, but I even want to say Venezuela hasn't done anything for me. I was full of anger, full of resentment, frustrated, and lost. Most of all, I was wrong. After a long series of events, my family and I had to leave. We had to start from scratch because staying there wasn't safe. More than once, our lives were in danger in Venezuela. Our opportunities were lacking, less with every passing day, same as with equality. The life of my grandparents and parents had built was crumbling in front of our very eyes. I lost my dad in the middle of all that due to an uncontrollable cancer, and I couldn't stop thinking if we were not in Venezuela, he would still be alive. I had to study a remote master's degree in the middle of unpredictable blackouts that would last for 10 hours or more, every day with a deficient laptop that could hardly function. My mom had to abandon her studies for the millionth time so she could sustain my brother and I. My brother spent entire days waiting at gas stations despite his diabetes, just for the National Guard to come and say, "This is just for those who support the government." The times I was part of the protests and fought for a change while still a student, people threw stones at me and someone even tried to cut me in the stomach. Had it not been for a friend I had at the time that pushed me and told me, get back," a government sympathizer, a chavista, would have killed me. They tried to hurt me again years later as a journalist, almost hitting me in the head and trying to make me and the bike rider taking me to the office fall. I don't need to imagine what they would have done to us. It was as if I was trapped in a big jail where the people in charge were hunting down whoever opposed them. A lot of people creen que tienen a Dios agarrado por las patas, think they have God by the balls, as we Venezuelans say, meaning they think they have the right to do as they please. Just because they have a uniform and a title, they think they can do whatever they want. When I said I wanted to be a writer, people mocked me. They thought I was weird, crazy, and very few believed in me. When they knew I wanted to write fantasy, I would rather stay at home reading about vampires and witches instead of play sports, drinking beer, and have casual sex with strangers in a cheap motel and dance reggaeton. I was told I was boring. I hated the whole country and took pride in it. However, a few years ago I started writing about that same country for the wild hunt, discovering its legends, its spirits, its own kind of magic. There was a whole universe filled with specters and morals waiting for me in the oral tradition. Tales that parents and grandparents have told their kids for generations. I knew two or three from my childhood, but I never thought there would be so many. Month after month, I discovered a new beginning, a new being, each with its own stories, teachings, and charm. Month after month, I would send my editor a new piece and feel excited about that pantheon of swords I was discovering. Years passed me by, and I didn't notice. I never saw myself as part of Venezuela, and I didn't want to be either, until I was far away and found a home in its coasts. I still like metal, rock, and K-pop music, still like bands and artists my family doesn't know about, still love sushi, and want to spend my days with books, tardex, and live close to a forest in cold weather. However, I would never change an arepa or my grandma's ayacas, and she's Syrian, for any of those. I miss those holidays with my family, with Zulia and Gaita in the background as my cousins and I joked and spoke about anime. I wanted to escape from Zulia and its inclement sun, that eternal hot weather I had to endure day after day when the electricity failed for hours and even days. I wanted to escape from the bad memories, the trauma, the danger, the constant worry that something would happen to me or my family, the fear that we could be killed in bright daylight. I wanted to escape like my father and my grandparents escaped the Syrian war and dictatorships. I never took pride in my Venezuelan heritage until I started missing Venezuela. This book is the result of all those years discovering the legends from the land I grew up in. It's the story of how I discovered magic in the hot streets of Maracaibo, the mysteries in my own Syrian family, how a folk saint saved one of my cousins, how my father protected my brother and me in the darkest nights. While it is true that I am Venezuelan and wrote about indigenous legends and myths now and then, I realized that I didn't want to include something that does not belong to me. La Llorona, El Silbón, La Loca Luz Caraballo, Maria Leonza, they are all well known in Venezuela, but indigenous people have been seen as inferior and mocked for staying loyal to their roots from the beginning. It's one thing to show their world in a monthly column, but it's a completely different thing to feel as if it is my right to tell their stories in a more permanent way and get paid for that. It is not my job to show their culture. I cannot tell the legends I discovered as I wrote those columns. It doesn't feel right, but I do, can, and will share the ones I grew up with, and it is my hope that readers would get interested in legends such as El Dueño del Fuego, Caru, Caribay, and many more. I'm a believer that legends and folklore are a big repertoire of inspiration and reference for a witch's craft and spirituality. Because of that, I'm including several journaling prompts so readers from different backgrounds can dwell on the themes of each story regardless of their cultural background. These spirits are Venezuelan and the topics they speak about are universal. But some stories change in different parts of Latin America, so I'm sticking to the versions I heard as a child or that my friends shared with me. I'm including a few chapters that, while not related to folklore, speak about a practice influenced by my experiences and limitations as a witch living in Venezuela. You can say it's my personal folklore. Without realizing it, I learned to love these legends and their symbolism. They started the process of embracing my roots, honoring them, respecting them, because even though my family is Syrian, we were born and raised in Venezuela, a country just as imperfect as any other, but with a rich folklore, a land and people who refuse to be defined by a national crisis, a tyrannical government, and a conservative society, but that is also a place inhabited by endless spirits that fill with mystery, fantasy, and magic. So, I hope that you like the introduction. Again, this is from my book, Venezuelan Folklore, Spirits and Legends of the Dead, part of the Pagan Portals collection, and it's available for sale everywhere where books are sold. Special mention to Cat and Cauldron here in Utah. If you're here in Utah, you can go get the book signed over there, and if you're lucky, you can also get a bookmarker that I did for my first book presentation with them. So, hope you liked it. Have a good rest of your day.